I simply love my school because the teachers are so cool.
Like a small boat in the ocean, Stork School puts me in motion. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Breathe in, breathe out. Look in, look out. Reach out for the cloud. From carrying books in my backpack to designing my own rocket, dreaming across the skies with rainbows. I got dropped by a stork with eyebrows up.
Good evening, everyone. There is placed on records the gratitude for the name that binds us all, Skillstock International School. As we commence the event in such a beautiful manner, I, Ms. Nabila Ahmed, would like to welcome one and all present here. On behalf of Skillstock International School, I would like to welcome our founder chairman of SVS Group of Institutions, Dr. Trimal Rao sir, Vice Chairperson, Dr. E. Sowarna ma'am, Director of Skillstock International School, Mr. Anu Perabelli, Principal of the International Curriculum, Ms. Sonal Nichit, and Principal of the National Program, Ms. Ujjwala Pawar. Thank you, honorable dignitaries, for gracing us with your presence. Soon, the colors of this merriment will unfold and transfer us to another world. Today, I feel immensely happy and proud at the same time that we are gathered here to congratulate these little wonders on the graduation day. Graduation is a time to remember and a time to dream, time to look back and a time to look forward, times of songs of laughter and a time of tears of joy, a time for letting go and a time for discovering hopes that are yet unborn, and a time to say goodbye to yesterday, and a time to greet tomorrow with courage, a time for loving hearts together and a time to celebrate all that you are and all that you may become. Graduation day brings with a roller coaster of emotions for graduates and their families alike. It's a time of celebration and achievement. In real life, we all graduate every day. Graduation is a process that goes on until the last day of our lives. Today, we all are here to witness a special occasion, IBEYP and IBPYP Grade 5 Graduation 2022. Before commencing the event, I wish to share a message shared by our little buddies graduating today. Dear mom and dad, you have given me so much as a parent. Most importantly, you gave me your time, the most precious gift of all. Today is all about you parents. You can expect an extravagant and a complete entertainment ahead. I know it's difficult to wait for a long, so let's give a kickstart to the most awaited event, the graduation day. To enjoy the program to the fullest, please ensure that your mobile phones are on silent mode. This time is for you and your children. Children have worked really hard to give you a marvelous presentation. So please, not only for your child, we need to hear a thunder of claps go for each and every act. Your presence is highly motivating for our learners. So, can we hear a round of applause for our vibrant team of SIS? So, to see God's blessings, may I request our PP2 Tiny Tots to come on the stage for the school prayer along with Miss Manasi. Now I request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem. Thank you all. I request everyone to please be seated. We at SIS live through the eyes of our students. I take this opportunity to invite Master Nirvan from PP2 Little Stars and Mohammad Ilan from Grade 5 for the welcome speech. Over to you, Munchkins.
A very respectable dignitaries, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, my fellow graduates who are graduating from kindergarten and grade 5 today. I tell you in advance, I, Muhammad Ilan, as the ambassadors of Stork International School, welcome you all with open arms. This is indeed a very special day. This moment is breathtaking and a cherishable moment to celebrate, to promise, and to grow together. We are honored to welcome you all to a morning of celebration and new beginnings. We have come a long way. Today is a very special day for and my friends. It's great to see you journey. We learned a lot and made lots of friends and had lots of fun. Our great facilitators made learning so much fun. Me and my classmates and confident. From tiny seeds grow mighty trees. So let's begin our graduation from IB, EYP, PP2 to grade 1 and from IB to IB grade 5 to grade 6. To on this graduation day, we dedicate this event to young girls and boys who are going to be our responsible citizens of tomorrow. We already that responsibility learned in the early years leads to future revolutionary citizenship. So let's give a shout to our most awaited event, the graduation day. Once again, we thank you all for joining us. Thank you.
Parents, are you all set? This low yes wouldn't work. Are you all set? Please make some noise for our first performance. Put your hands together for the welcome song by IB Grade 5 kids. children for the wonderful performance. Session 2021-22 in SIS has been a stepping stone, a learning process not just for the students but for the facilitators as well. This year has been a year of major transformation for all our kids of PP2. From tiny nestlings, they have grown into a fleet of birds who are ready to soar higher in the open sky. So let's call upon the learners of PP2 to share their snippets from their memory treasure as they created infinite memories this year. So presenting before you grade PP2 My Journey followed by IBP by P5.
ఆడియో రావట్లేదు మైక్స్ రావట్లేదు అందుకే ఆటో పెట్టేసుకున్నాను
ఇప్పుడు
పెట్టుకున్నాము
ఓకేనా కెమెరా మైక్
principal, ma'am, teachers, parents, and my all dear friends. A very good morning to you all. It's indeed a great pleasure for PP2 little stars and little scholars to stand before you and share our beautiful journey in PP2 we had this year. During kindergarten, do you know what it was?
Next, Nandita.
We learned coloring, writing, and also I play a lot in my playground. I always remember my first day of my school. I cried a lot when I went there. Nabila ma'am loved me a lot. Welcomed me with a colorful kindergarten crown. But then came the COVID-19, so I couldn't go to school. But I had still my teachers online. Yes, they give me online classes too. They does in coloring and knitting. Most importantly, my teachers believe in me. Yes, do you know what I've been learning in so far in PT2? Let us share it with you. We learned today standing line, sleeping line, starting line. Not helping blending song. We know 26 letters in alphabet. Numbers and counting, backward and forward. Now I can 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Yes, sir. That helped me to write letters A to Z. And I understood different concepts of measurement, long and short, heavy and light, and so on, to very big or normal jumble, to become very normal jumble. Not only this, I'm trying to management. I can the other rivers in my day. I learn to be balanced. I learn to have make choices which will lead me to a safe and healthy body. At times, teacher directed me to slow down and put more efforts into my work rather than finishing first. Now, how many minutes to take in a day? I can count back till how many are left.
Claps.
I learn to follow ancient agreements. And I learn to use the manuals. Thank you. When someone is sharing something with me and say please when I need something. Bye until counting 100 up to 100. I learned to count amounts and find the total. How can I forget to tell you about my first ever experience of a night out? I did stay for a whole night without my parents. It's slumber party. It was a very adventurous event. Woo-hoo. I learned to sing so many rhymes. I learned about different colors and I got introduced to the color of the nature by celebrating different color days. Not only the colors, I explored about different cultures of the world as I celebrated many important days like International Week, Thanksgiving Day and Halloween Day. I became open-minded by celebrating different festivals like Independence Day, Janmashtami, Raksha Bandhan, Eid, Dasara, Diwali and many more. Rohit sir made me play outdoor and indoor games which helped me enhance my motor skills. Miss Sushmita made me become more confident in using technology through her ICT sessions. Now I can use different computer devices. Miss Karana taught me the speaking non-language Hindi. Miss Marvita taught me without and climatic condition. I learned about 2D shapes. The best part for me was to find out about sea water where my teacher gave me a glass of water and salt which helped me understanding I inquired into how system of transportation responds to changing needs and made our life easier. I learned to hold a spoon and have my lunch on my own. My name is Arinza. I explored outside the world by going out of the world, out of the classrooms through field trip. Thank you for an amazing journey and can do anything and everything.
Now I would like to invite grade 5, IBPYP grade 5 kids.
Good evening everyone. My name is Mohammad Ilan and I am going to tell you about my school journey. Once upon a time in the hot blazing season when I came to India, I was nervous about all the schools. After a month, I have searched international schools and it has showed me a school called Stork International School. When I came for admissions, I saw so many interesting and incredible things in internet of the school. After joining school, I have explored various places like convention hall, library, various labs. New subject which I have always loved is UI, unit of inquiry. Along with that, I have enjoyed maths and English too. When my friends told me that they were making a swimming pool, I was on cloud 9. Slumber party was really unforgettable and fun-bringing. We really had a moon blast on that day. We got fake money coupons and had the stalls. The second I saw pani puri, fries, burger, cake, cupcake, biryani, puffs and shakes, my mouth became watery. I've always loved the way Tushar explains. It is with patience. I've also learned the same too. My favorite teachers are Tushar sir, Pravalika ma'am, Dolly ma'am, Elika ma'am, Ratnadeep sir, Srinivas sir and Rohit sir. We had a stupendous fantastically magical shoot. I love my wonderful teachers, friendly friends and awesome school. Thank you one and all.
Hello everyone, myself Ritika Vemuri from ID5. I would like to tell you about my journey in Skillstock. Along with the academics, I have also experienced the fun in sports like football, basketball, skating, tennis, so on. Various labs like math lab, tinkering lab, science lab, ICT lab have encouraged us to learn and explore more. We have co-curricular activities like art, dance and vocal as well as instrumental music. I am grateful to Skillstock, my friends and my teachers and would love to be a part of it. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to respected Director Mr. Anu Perabelli, Principal Ms. Sonal Nichar, and last but not the least, our lovely IB Coordinator Ms. Dolly for their wonderful support and encouragement throughout the year with more enthusiasm. And lastly, I would like to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to tell my journey. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Sarkaravi. I had a wonderful journey in my school. I have explored many new things in sports, skating, football, badminton, so on. There is a large library in which we have various types of books. I was associated with various subjects like maths, yoga, music, so on. I love my school as I became open-minded after joining Skillstock time. Good evening everyone. I am Ashrit. My school life is the best time of my life. I believe that my school is the best school in my city. I have availed a lot of facilities here like a grand library having various of books. Sports and studies have always been a great combination. Because of Skillstock, I could be better at thinking skills. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Rihan. My school journey has been great after coming to Skillstock. I have learned patience and how to manage time. My teachers encouraged me to learn extracurricular activities. I can surely say that my school is the best as I become a better communicator. after joining Stork. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Sukhdeep. I have been growing with knowing something new in the school. School and teachers have always encouraged me to be a good learner. It's really great to join the school and make new friends to enjoy the academic journey. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Ronit. Today I am going to share my journey with you all. I have got an opportunity to be with many friends and teachers. Best thing I have liked is my class teacher Tushar sir. Various sports activities and academic activities have been there, due to which I became an inquirer. Last but not the least, thank you our director Mr. Anup and Miss, our principal Miss Sonal and our lovely coordinator Miss Dolly. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Aradhya. My journey was magnificent and I have enjoyed a lot in the school. I have been gathering knowledge through UI, English, Math and ICT. I have acquired communication skills and time management skills, and I was more excited about sports, labs, library, music, many more. I love my school and thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Sai Saviksha. I'm talking about my journey. I have always loved my school. The best thing is my teachers has always been like friends. Be it coding, music, dancing. It has been a great experience for me. I have understood that earning knowledge is the purpose of learning. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Manha. I will talk about my journey. I have really enjoyed my journey by doing various activities like girl pizza, visible thinking routine and board work. My school is really grand and beautiful. A lot of things have inspired me, like sports ground, music room, art room. I have become a better learner after coming to Skillstock. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. My name is Aditi. Today I would like to share my journey in my school with you all. I had a wonderful journey in my school. I have learned a lot of things in my school, like government, exploration and discovery, materials, states of matter, types of pollution, so on. Not only academics, but we are also associated with sports, vocal music, instrumental music and dance. I have enjoyed my journey in my school a lot. I love my school a lot as it made me knowledgeable. Last but not least, thank you respected coordinator Ms. Dolly, also respected principal Ms. Sonal and respected director Mr. Anup for providing us many facilities. Thank you. Good evening everyone, my name is Rakshat. I have experienced that my school is a temple of knowledge where books and boards are idols of God. Teachers and students are like worshippers. Along with academics, I also understood the importance of kindness. Thank you everyone for... When I came to school, I have been able to manage time and to study and sports. And we have so many facilities for sports and other activities. And advantage, we have so much fun. Thank you, Stork, for making me a better communicator. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Anurag. I am going to share my journey with you all. I have learned to manage time and be disciplined. There were numerous subjects we have been going through, but the best one was UOI, especially aerodynamics. My academics have become better, especially English. Thank you. Krishna.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ambarshit Rao. In my school journey, I have understood the importance of patience and listening skills. With these skills, I try to understand the concept of aerodynamics, DNA, physiology, and many more things. I started understanding the importance of time management. Thanks to Stork and its teachers. Thanks to everyone.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pragna. My journey with Stork has been amazing in this grand school. I had many facilities, got encouragement to love art, making friends. My academic journey was like a milestone. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vishweshwara. I am from IB Grade 5 and I have enjoyed sports in the school. The best thing about school is it encourages for everything of which I love my school. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Preetham and this is my speech. I got a chance to perform a lot of activities in Stork. I could express my thoughts and opinions here, by which I have definitely become an open-minded learner. I enjoyed my academic music and learned how to express my thoughts and opinions. By being with my friends, I learned many things. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tanishka from ID5. Today I am going to say about my journey in Stork International School. I had a wonderful journey in my school. This school has not been only about academics, but sports, music, art too. I always had a perfect blend of academics and co-curricular activities. Stork has been a beautiful place to enjoy learning. Thank you.
Materials and many others. In music, I have enjoyed drums, piano. In vocal music, I have sung many songs like Ecosystems, like Biodiversity, like The Halls, and many more. Apart from studies, we even had labs like Science Lab, Math Lab, Tinkering Lab, and ICT Lab. We also had fun in art, skating, football, tennis, and many other activities. Stork encouraged me to become a better thinker. Last but not least, I would like to thank our respected director, Sir, Mr. Anup, for all the facilities for the school. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Jansi, and would like to express about my journey. Academics journey has always been bringing joy to my life. I'm happy to say that I acquired self-management skills here. That is, how to be disciplined and have manners. We have many labs like Maths Lab, Tinkering Lab, Science Lab, ICT Lab, which encourage us in studies. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, children, for sharing your beautiful journey with us. You have made each and every one of us proud. Now I request our principal of the international program, Ms. Sonal, to come up the dais to address our parents and orient them with the next steps.
I'll keep this very short. So I'm just going to take you all quickly through how the journey is going to progress for our children. Few changes. Till last year we had only the Cambridge program, and this year we've also introduced MYP. So I'll just take you through the highlights of MYP and CIE for you all to understand and to be able to decide between MYP and Cambridge for the children from grade 5. To begin with, we have the academic pathway. So we always began with the early years, the IB early years, followed by the IB primary years program. Now the IB primary years program ends with grade 5. We're just being a part of their graduation ceremony. Over here, you get a choice to make between Cambridge Assessment International Education, that's CAIE, and IB middle years program, that's MYP. So both are 5 years program. The Cambridge Assessment International Education program ends with IGCSE, that's the board certification from University of Cambridge, and the middle years program ends with MYP 5, which is a school level exam. However, both are board children, let them be from IB or from Cambridge, both will get an opportunity to give the IGCSE board exam. So even if your child opts to go for IB, he can still choose to give the board exam by Cambridge in 10th standard. So both can get a board certification. Since MYP 5 is not a board exam, they can have the opportunity of going for Cambridge board examination. Because the syllabus is more or less the same, it's only the expectation or in terms of assessments that will be different. Then the Cambridge International, it just progresses into A levels, that's the 11th and 12th of Cambridge, and IB MYP will progress into IB DP, that's the 11th of 12th of IB. Sir, we'll be having that from 23 onwards, right? So we will begin our IB DP program. We already have the A level, so we are affiliated to the University of Cambridge till 12th standard, and we'll begin with IB DP beginning from the year 23. So our first batch will be 23-24 for IBDP 1. Then you're just ready to get into any of the undergraduate programs. So that's how it progresses. That's the academic pathway for international program. Now, while they are doing this, they are all encouraged to give n number of exams. May it be GCSE, it could be IELTS, it could be TOEFL, it could be ASSET. Last year, children have already began with Olympiads. We will go for British Council this year and also for Trinity exams. As far as the IIT foundations and the other examinations are concerned, if parents are really worried about the coaching for those examinations, they can always avail the after school activities. In that, you will get an opportunity to get trained for those competitive exams. So that's something that will be available in the after school program for 6th standard and above. Okay, now to begin with, that's the Cambridge program. We already have it here. It's already running from 6th to 10th. We'll have our first children giving the IGCSE exam this year, this academic year. That's 22-23. So our first board exam children, they will be giving their board in June 23. That will be, I think we should give a big clap for them because that's going to be our first batch. So that's as far as the Cambridge program is concerned. So it begins with grade 6 and it will end with IGCSE 2. Next we have the IB MYP. IB MYP begins with MYP 1 followed by MYP 2, 3, 4 and 5. MYP 5 is equivalent to your 10th standard or your IGCSE 2. Okay. Now these are the subjects offered by our school So for Cambridge, we have English as the first language, then you have Hindi as the second language, foreign language. When you go to grade 9, you get an opportunity to choose between Hindi and the foreign language, so you can go for either one. Telugu is not available as a board subject for both the programs. IB and Cambridge both do not offer Telugu. So in case you want your child to continue learning Telugu in secondary years, then you can always join, you can let us know, they can join the classes for Telugu. That is available in case they don't want to go for a foreign language, they can continue learning Telugu along with our CBSE children, but there will be no board exam for them. Then we have science in Cambridge, that is physics, chemistry and biology. We have mathematics, we have history, geography, we have global perspectives, economics, business studies and accounting. So these are the subjects offered in Cambridge. In MYP, we have language and literature. Language acquisition is nothing else but your second language. Individuals and society stands for history, geography. Science, physical and earth is physics and chemistry. Life sciences is biology. Mathematics, arts, design, physical health and education, that's PSP and MYP projects. So that's the MYP subjects. Now in we have two types of assessments, internal and external. In terms of Cambridge, we have the internal progression tests which are conducted at school. We also have external exams called the checkpoint exams. There are two checkpoints that the children can give. One is at the end of grade 6 and one is stage 7. And one is at end of grade 8, that's stage 9. So those are external checkpoint exams. You can give them only in subjects like English, mathematics, science and global perspectives. Those exams give you an exposure to international marking system. And you get a report from Cambridge on how you have performed, a very detailed report. So we would encourage our parents, I mean those children who are going to go to grade 6 now, whether it is MYP, whether it is Cambridge, both can go for the checkpoint primary exam. So that's something that will be made available that is just to test how your child has done internationally in terms of primary program. So that can be given at end of grade 6 and again at end of grade 8, they can give the lower secondary checkpoint exam. So that will give them clear understanding on how they are doing in English, mathematics and science. Based on their performances, they'll be able to decide on subjects clearly for their 9th and 10th. In MYP, you have the internal and again external exams. Internal are your school level exams. IB also gives you an opportunity to give e-exams. These are like certificate courses. If you want, you can apply for e-assessments. You will get certified courses for every level. So you have MYP 1, MYP 2, MYP 3, 4 and 5. You can get certificates from International Baccalaureate and these will give you credits. Since MYP 5 is not a board, they allow you to get these e-assessments which give you extra credits. So that's something that can be done in MYP. Now this is for MYP assessments. So as PYP grows, so we always talk about assessments being very differently in IB. So PYP also assessments are very rigorous and there are far too many. Same happens with MYP. These are the type of assessments that are conducted. So you have the online assessments which are both internal and external in mathematics, language and literature, sciences, individuals and societies and interdisciplinary. You also have the coursework e-portfolio in language acquisition, PSP, design. Design is a combination of ICT and arts. And again, arts. We have MYP personal project also. So this is how the complete assessment works in MYP. So as your children grow, you will come to know because this is not as simple as it seems. There's a lot of hard work behind that. And by the time you go to IBDP, you're expected to submit essays about 4,000 words long and all, something that we do when we are in our masters. So that is the kind of assessment that they have in IBDP and at A levels. Okay, this is the grading system for Cambridge. So it's a normal grading system of 1 to 9 or 9 to 1 grades in Cambridge. A star is the highest. That's the conversion there. So you have A star, which is equivalent to 9. You have A, which can be made up of 8 and 7, and it just goes on. In MYP, the way it works is you have 4 criterias. For those 4 criterias in every subject, so there are 4 criterias in every subject. Average of those 4 criteria is taken in every subject, and that is converted again to a rating of 7. 7 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, and then you get a rating from 1 to 7. So the grading of both MYP and Cambridge works very, very differently. As far as Cambridge qualifications are concerned, yes, they are accepted everywhere across the globe and also in India. Any questions from your end? That's the last slide. Anyone has any questions? Any questions, any doubts on select or choosing between MYP and Cambridge? Okay. In case something pops up later, you all can always speak with me or Anup sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sonal, for guiding our parents. The universe is made of stories, but these stories help us remember acts of kindness, deeds of gratitude, and lifelong lessons. At Skillstock International School, we believe in the power of authentic storytelling. Each child is unique and has a story to share. So our teachers have penned down their stories and experiences in a book. So may I request our chairman, sir, and our director, Mr. Anup Erabili, to please come up on the stage to release the book. I would also request our chairperson, Ms. Swarna, to please come up on the stage. I'd also like to invite Ms. Sonal on the stage. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Today, on this graduation day, as we dedicate this event to the young girls and boys of tomorrow, we know that they have started remarkable journey towards achieving their goal. This takes me to the pool of beautiful memories of our beautiful children. So, not to waste much of your time, let me present before you the video presentation of our learners. Can we have a look on our books once?
बूंदे पत्तों की गोद में आसमां से कूदे अंगड़ाई ले फिर करवट बदल कर नाजुक से मोती हंस दे फिसल कर खो न जाइए तारे जमीन पर ये तो है सर्दी में धूप की किरणें उतरे जो आंगन को सुनहरा सा करने मन के अंधेरों को रोशन सा कर दे ठिठुरती हथेली की रंगत बदल दे खो न जाइए तारे जमीन
Yeah, okay. Label
దాకా పోయి షూట్ చేసుకో చాలు. He'll come there.
So, are we all ready for the first look at our graduates? Yes. Louder. Yes. Once more. Yes. I know even we are pretty excited, and I'm telling you, they look super cool right now. They look really smart. They look like absolute Skillstock International students.
I need to stand actually.
With a huge round of applause, let's welcome our students of PP2 grade 5, led by our leadership team, Dr. Thirumal Rao sir, Dr. E. Suvarna ma'am, Mr. Anu Peravelli sir, Ms. Sonal ma'am, Ms. Ujjwala ma'am, leading our way of our dazzling superstars of Skillstock International School to their wall of fame. Let's welcome them, parents. Come on. Let's keep continuing. Let's keep clapping.
ఒక్క నిమిషం. Sir. కూర్చోండి. ఇక్కడ కూర్చోండి. అక్కడ కూర్చోండి. వస్తున్నారు. లెఫ్ట్. మళ్ళీ లైట్ బంద్ చేయమన్నాను. లైట్ బంద్ చేయమని మొత్తం ఎల్లో సైకిల్.
సార్ మీరు కొంచెం ఆగండి మ్యామ్ మ్యామ్ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ
See everyone, see Dolly ma'am.
1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
Can I? Itra.
Everyone will hold this. Hold your hands.
Everyone hold the cap.
Hold your hands. Not like that, beta. Hold the tips, the corners. Yes. Corners. The corners. Like this. Hold it like this. Yeah. Corner. Yes. Now we will move this. Get this pressure. Move. 1, 2, 3. Move it from right to left. Yes, very good. Very good. Now, not in the center, it has to come to the other side. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, now, hold it everyone.
Hold it with your left hand. Hold it with the left hand.
Right hand.
Atharva, hold it with left hand.
All left hand.
Left hand. Left hand.
Dolly, better you hold that hand than everyone.
Okay, hold it with left hand.
Raghav, left hand.
Fly your hands,
Now
okay?
you just fly your hands like this.
వైడ్ తీసుకురా మళ్ళీ తీసుకుంటున్నా మీకు వచ్చిందా
పెడుతున్నా ఫ్రెండ్
Now with a huge round of applause, let's welcome grade 5 students.
రికార్డ్ ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నావు రికార్డ్ ఎవరు ఓన్లీ ఈ క్లిప్ తీసినారు వాళ్ళందరూ అవసరం లేదు
Everyone look here. Everyone look here.
Everyone.
Look at my camera and say cheese.
Cheese. Say cheese. Come on. This is done.
Yes.
Later, you know, right? Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, just come back and say.
Okay, turn. 3. Everyone holding your tips. Okay. Now turning to right hand side, left hand side. Left hand side. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Turn. Now from today onwards, we are middle years. Okay. Now we are flying our hats. Don't feel my beep. Bye. Come on. Fly your hats. Hi.
పట్టుని ఊపుకున్నది చూసుకోలేదు. ఇంకోటి 3 ఉండాలి కదా.
Now we'll be having the certificate distribution ceremony. Now may I request our chairman sir Dr. E. Rao along with our director Mr. Anu Perubelli sir along with the principal of the international program Ms. Sonal and I would also request the parent of Ms. Liba to kindly come up on stage to give her the certificate. Both the parents, please do come forward.
Done.
So now we'll be also requesting the parents of our students to kindly come up on stage as and when we are taking up their names. Thank you. Requesting Rohit sir to kindly come ahead and take photographs, please. Let's keep applauding for Miss Liba, parents.
Ma'am, look here. Sir, look here.
Thank you. Next we have a smart version of inquisitiveness, Miss Aradhya B.
ఇప్పుడు రాదు. Back. Yeah. Yeah.
Next, we have a dormant volcano of knowledge and learning approach, Master Preetham Reddy. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Requesting Master Preetham's parents to kindly come forward. My bad.
Preetham, look here.
Next we have as a little sparrow having eagle's power in the wings, Miss Jhansi. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause. Let's keep applauding for our kids.
Look here. Sir, look here, sir.
Next we have is the boy who imbibed respect, Master Anurag Sohan. Requesting Anurag's parents to kindly come forward.
తొందర వాళ్ళ ఫోన్ తీసుకొని వాళ్ళకి అసలు కూర్చోకూడదు వాళ్ళ ఫోన్ ఇస్తారు నెక్స్ట్ ఉన్నట్టున్నారు చూడండి నెక్స్ట్ శ్రీనివాస్
Thank you very much. Next we have the white light of sincerity and cleverness, Miss Sai Pranavi. Let's give her a huge round of applause.
Sir, look here, sir.
Next we have is a winning point man, charming Mr. Master Varshit.
Conference. Anup sir, look here, sir.
Thank you very much. Next we have is a fragile artist whose art is delicately stronger, Miss Tanishka. Next we have is a matured artist who is a great inquirer, Master Pragnav.
Sir, look here.
Next we have is an adorable existence of cuteness, Miss Sai Samiksha, requesting her parents to kindly come up on stage, and let's welcome her with a huge round of applause. Next we have is an energetic transformer, Master Rakshit Rao. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Thank you, parents.
Rakshit.
Thank you very much. Next we have is a fantastic observer and who has the ability to change the people, Miss Anvita R. Master Rehan. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, everyone. We don't have to get tired today, we have to keep clapping. Next we have is a fearless learner, Miss Manha. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause. Thank you very much. We have a pleasant chattering lorry, Mr. Ashrit. Please welcome him on stage.
Ashit.
Thank you very much. Next we have is an obedient learner, Master Sanjay Raj. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Thank you, parents.
Sir, look, yes.
Thank you very much. Next we have is a cute form of goodness, Master Ronit. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Thank you very much. Next we have is a simple and an honest learner, Master Rutvik.
Rutvik.
Silently, Miss Aditri.
Aditri, look at my camera. Done.
Thank you very much. Next we have is a citizen of the sentimental world, Master Ilan. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Ilan.
Thank you very much. Next we have is a blend of beauty and intelligence, Miss Ritika. Finally, last but not the least, we have a cute manifestation of simplicity, Master Vishweshwara. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Now may I humbly request Dr. E. Suvarna ma'am along with the director and the principal to come up on the stage and felicitate our adorable fellow mates of PP2 Little Stars. First up we have is Master Arya Merabelli. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause. Come on parents, we have to cheer them up.
इंदरा रुपेश इंदरा आर्यन
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Advit Modani. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause. Next up we have is Master Aryan Sai.
लुक किया बेटा
Now we have Miss Maithili Rao. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause, everyone.
wait
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Sriram. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause, parents.
look here
Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Lakshya.
आना
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Agastya Reddy. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause.
look here Agastya
Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Nitya Agrawal. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Deshna.
रुकिए बेटा
Next we have is Master Garv Agarwal. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause, parents. We cannot get tired. Not yet. It's a long, long night. It's graduated. So it is a moment of celebration.
look here
Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Ira Deshpande. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
इसको पूछने का पेरेंट्स को तो
Next up we have is Miss Isha.
मैम रुकिए
Thank you very much. Next we have this Miss Lakshmi Adita.
रुकिए बेटा
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Misbah. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Now we have Miss Tanvika. Parents, we can still clap, right? Thank you. Be generous, parents, with your clap.
रुकिए बेटा
Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Nishtha. very much. Next we have is Ms. Anika. Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Raghav. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Sir, look here, sir.
Thank you very much. Next up we have is Miss Ria. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
मैम रुकिए मैम, रुकिए बेटा.
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Sai Rudransh. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
मैम रुकिए. चलो कम भाई.
Thank you very much. Next we have is Mr. Master Shreyansh Reddy. I think I'm going to give a big thumbs up to this parent over here. Thank you for always cheering me. Let's give a big round of applause for ma'am. Next we have is Miss Shri Mahalakshmi.
मैम रुकिए मैम. श्रीलक्ष्मी.
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Nirman. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
मैम
Next up we have is Master Revansh. Sorry, my bad. Miss Nitara. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
మ్యామ్ కూర్చోరా.
Let's give it up once again for Miss Nitara. Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Revansh. Let's welcome him on stage.
Look at the camera, beta.
Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Vedan. Let's welcome him on stage. Next up we have is Master Ethan. Let's welcome him on stage with a big round of applause. It is a humble request to all the parents to kindly stay back. Our event is not yet over. So let's witness this beautiful program. Let's stay back and let's enjoy. Thank you very much.
Look at my camera.
Requesting our dignitaries to kindly take a seat. That was a beautiful celebration, right? We are not yet done. It's not yet over the program, but for PP2 Little Stars, I think this calls for a celebration, right? Yes, no, I don't know. Once more, let me hear another yes. Yes! Thank you very much. One more yes. Yes! Thank you. So let's welcome PP2 students with a big round of applause as they're going to give us a nice, beautiful dance performance. Let's keep clapping for them on stage. And it's okay, we can all cheer for our children. We can root for them.
సెట్టింగ్స్లో కొంచెం అట్లయితే
Move your head, move your shoulders, move your hips, and move
బబ్బులు లే అది తీసుకో, ఇక తీసుకో, ఈ నుంచే తీసుకో. ముందు పోకు బాగా నాడు. ఒక ఫోటో కొట్టుకుంటా.
Thank you very much, children. Now we'll be getting back to the prize distribution ceremony, requesting all our parents to kindly take a seat. Now may I humbly request the principal of the national program, Ms. Ujjwala Pawar, along with the director, Mr. Anu Perabelli, the principal of the international program, Sona Nijat, to come on the stage and felicitate our adorable fellow mates of PP2 Little Scholars. First up we have is Miss Adya Beri.
सर लिखिए सर.
Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Arushi Reddy.
Okay, ma'am. Arushi.
Thank you very much. Next up we have is Miss Anvita. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
Ma'am, look here, ma'am. Anvita, look here.
Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Atharv Agrawal. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Atharv Deshpande. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Come back if you want. Okay. Sir, look here, sir. Sir, look here.
Thank you very much. Next up we have is Miss Ritika. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
Done.
Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Rishik Nandan. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Next up we have is Miss Diksha Reddy. Let's welcome her on stage with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Next we have is Master Harshit. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Let's keep applauding. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Hima Varshit. Parents, let's give a big round of applause for the kids. They really worked so hard. Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Adya. Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Nivika. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Rayan. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Miss Sahasra. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Miss Tarunika. Thank you very much. Next up we have is Master Shrihan. Next we have is Miss Anvi. Next we have is Master Vansh. Thank you very much. Next we have is Miss Ria. Let's welcome her with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Now let's give a big round of applause for all of our graduating students. Thank you so much parents for being a strong art in support of your students. I know your hands are very sore today because I made you all clap a lot. But let's welcome our students of PP2, Little Scholars on the stage.
ahead from that.
Dearest friend, COVID was always accompanying me throughout the process, and somehow we could swim through the process. And in very, very early days, like almost it's like year 0 2020, so very early days, couple of parents, like approximately around 40 parents had believed me. Though it's a year, they just believed in me, and my early set of 4 teachers and one principal, the Panchapandavas, are always been with me and been a great support during the tough times. So somehow we passed the year 0, then we had the academic year.
It happened to be a crazy roller coaster ride for me. Sometimes physical, sometimes online. It's every day. When it's online, our preparation sets were different. When it is offline, our preparations were different. And much more than that, this year being the first year, and to many people, even the skill stock is not yet proved. It's the first year of as a school to prove ourselves. But the children came up with extremely different. Today they look much sorted, but when they came, it's almost like a mini circus, to be very honest with you. So it's not just that we were addressing to their content needs or educational needs. It's almost because the loss in the pandemic, particularly these 2 batches, the pre-primary and the primary, are the most affected of all the age groups, and right from social behavior, content, handwriting in particular, because online classes, of course, as a school, though we tried to be as much effective as possible, but somehow as a school, or maybe because of their age of the children, some things couldn't be worked out, particularly handwriting and social behavior. And that day, a grade 2 or a grade 3 entering into our school, almost they came directly from LKG or UKG, direct jumping into the grade 1 or 2. So their learning levels were different, their boards were different, their social behaviors were different, emotional behaviors. It's a lot of chaos in the early stage. So in this regard, I would like to greatly appreciate as a parent and as well as a director to the principals and to all the teachers, particularly EYP and PYP teachers, who had done really a great job. It was not easy handling these kids. And finally, they are pretty much sorted now. And moving forward, there's a lot of positive feedback. Of course, like the IB program, particularly EYP or PYP, happened to be the first one. We've been, as a skill stock, we are the pioneers in introducing in district, like secondary district like Warangal. And there were a lot of speculations around it, a lot of questions around it, and we tried our level best to answer to it. But having said that, so far, though as parents or as from the outside world, you people had rated us almost like 4.5 or 5 out of 5 in terms of our complete academic work, or 100% out of 100%. You had said we are doing that level of work, but we are concerned, the skill stock is concerned, the skill stock international program is concerned. All that we did till now is just a trailer. It's not the IB program, it's not the PYP nor EYP. The actual game starts now. So right from the moving forward till now, it's almost just like existence, just making the children straight. And as a school is, as a program or as a school is just existence of the program, just to keep the ball rolling and start implementing step after step. Now everything's sorted, we are moving forward, and hopefully my close friend Mr. COVID will not come back again in the forthcoming academic year, and I hope not. So next academic, the new academic year, AY 2022-23 is going to be much more sorted. So the complete planning, teacher hiring, everything had happened, and even the academic plan in particular, we had made much more concrete without losing the grace, the actuals of IB, but at the same time customizing to the local needs, as well as now it's a different timeline altogether because kids had missed a lot of academic years. So we started working, we started understanding what's the local needs much more better, and we started making it much more concrete. So next academic year,
either it's IB EYP program or PYP program. It's going to be really standard in terms of academically standard, and a lot of things like, for example, I just wanted to highlight 2-3 things which I wanted to on this dais. One, we were coming up with something called English enhancement program. So this it happened to be, as per our personal observation, 99% of the children are not native English speakers, and handwriting was really, they were struggling a lot with the basic handwriting. When a child of grade 4 or grade 5 is not, to be very honest, between parent and educator, they are not to that age level. So there we had come up with this program called English enhancement program. There we are gonna work like approximately 5 to 6 teaching periods per week. We are gonna, apart from their regular English subject, we are gonna work on their English handwriting. For that we had taken the support of Nelson handwriting, Nelson grammar, and we are also gonna work on their vocabulary skills, in particular the phonetics and all stuff. So probably that should really work for the forthcoming academic year. And almost we are starting from level 0. Though he is a grade 5 or grade 4 level child, we are almost going to start from nursery onwards in terms of English enhancement program is concerned. The second major problem is IB happen to be more IB for the parents than children, right? So making their homework done, sometimes I don't know what Sonal ma'am and teachers are doing. Even for me to get my RN's homework done, we need to search in Google. Still we don't find answers, right? Yes? Yeah, I know the parents' sufferings. So like just understanding that, and it happened to be most of our parents, particularly in all the programs, being the busy doctors, and we do understand your time schedules and everything. So we just wanted to create, like, even somehow even in the market outside, if it's Skillstock student, immediately when the tuition teachers are hyping the tuition fee. So that's beautiful somehow, but just to keep the life more easy, sorted for the children particularly, or for the parents, for that sake, whoever couldn't give the time back home in terms of their academics or wanted some professional training in specific skill, we are coming up with after school activity, which runs from 4:10 to 6:30 immediately after their regular school program, wherein the complete homework support along with some specialized skill will be trained. So it's so simple, just like we are giving a contract to the school that full education should be done by the school, and monthly once we as parents should come to the school and take the reviews. Done. So things will be more smoother with that. And in terms of communication, in IB program, what we personally noticed is the way it is structured, though for the educators, for the teachers, for the director or principal, it's because we are trained in that, we can understand that much comfortably. But for the parent side is concerned, it's like a rocket science. We talk about program of inquiry, the unit flow, and all rocket science kind of a thing will be there, and it's quite confusing. So to make life much more easy, though we are gonna still stick on to the same thing, but for you, for the communication of the parent, we are gonna keep things little more easier to understand, and we are also gonna implement, because also like not many parents are tech savvy. So we are gonna introduce the typical hard copy of a diary, almanac. So again it's IB, right? So almanac. So we are gonna give the homeworks, classwork, and all the unit flow, the schedule of the events, and it's gonna be much more sorted than last academic year. Adding to that, of course, no books is scary, right? More than for the children, for us, it's scary. What are they doing? End of the day, a kid is coming and sometimes say what you are studying. When we ask, he asks us where is the center of the earth. Then okay, you are studying very well. Okay, no more asking of questions. That's how these kids also become too smart. So just to break that, even the academic plan or the progression, how it flows, and resources. We are, of course, we don't recommend any specific textbooks, but considering certain attributes, though we do our worksheets and all as usual, but still as an added resource to that, we are going to use couple of books in their process. And even the notebooks, maintaining worksheets, And these worksheets will come with sambars, chutneys and all fitting particularly in the UIP classes. So those will be in different shapes and sizes when the worksheet come back to us. And so the purpose of worksheets here is we as an IB school, we need to file their complete portfolio for next 5 years, the complete program, and it is scrutinized by the board itself. That's the reason. But to keep your life much more simple, for certain languages or certain subjects, we are gonna be using notebooks, but in a specific prescribed format. So with that things are, but still in couple of areas still we need to maintain the worksheets, but on a larger extent things have been sorted with introduction of notebooks. Now the other bigger challenge what we observed is languages. So never ever I expected that second and third language will be so tough for the children or for the parents or for the school, but it was an extremely new challenge, because this academic year it happened to be all the children who joined us are all new children, and everyone came from a different schooling background, different boards, and each school the second languages are different, the third languages are different, and back home it's getting really difficult. So to keep, and again the mother tongue, not many people are from Telugu mother tongue here, so we just wanted to solve that issue as well. So for that, for the coming academic year, first language is going to be English as usual. Second language we are going to do Hindi. Third language we are going to give options between foreign language and Telugu. So foreign language in the term 1, the coming term, we are going to offer German, and term 2 we are going to offer French. So that's the flow, and eventually down the line by next academic year everyone will be at level 0 of these 2 foreign languages. Then after third languages you will have too many choice: Telugu, Sanskrit, French, German, Spanish, Arabic. These are the 6 language options we are going to give for the children or concerned for the third language. Now the sports and all, I hope most of them are very happy, and still even there, though we have a structured sports mechanism, still we are going to add little more to it and make it much more structured and much more communicative. In terms of sports communication, it happens to be like not noticed much. Even there we are sorting the things. And the much awaited by the children, the swimming pool. So yes, that's, I think it's high time now. So now COVID is also gone, hopefully. So now we are going to start off with our swimming pool work. By the time they come back on June 6th, their pool will be ready, and we are making sure all mechanisms in terms of filters, in terms of UV treatment and all, we are going to take utmost safety. And us swimming pool, trust me, always Skillstrokes, everything will be huge. Of course our swimming pool is going to be huge in size, safe in water quality, and because I'm working with a very small and delicate age group, so in terms of water quality, water purifiers, the best in the market we are going to procure and add to the this thing. Now moving forward, so academics, lot of things are sorted, diaries there, textbooks are there, notebooks are there, syllabus flow as per our comfort, language options are there. Now in terms of couple of competitive examination, which was bothering many people, like okay, is my child is right now, particularly the ones who are going from IB, UIP to PYP, or PYP to Cambridge, is my child really competitive in terms of Olympiads or IITs or JEEs or whatever competitive exams conducted by the third party or third person. This academic year, we just wanted to prove that our IB students and our Cambridge students are gonna excel, and all that is the whole process of academic program, whatever we are doing is not fancy, it is much more effective. And end of the day, this next graduation or next event, I'll speak with their results in. Okay, and the assessments right now till academic fest, I hope almost 90% of the crowd were ready to move from IB to CBSE. Sorry Ujjwala ma'am, I'm not degrading CBSE here, but like many people had minds to move from IB to CBSE because we are not able to understand what is the milestone where our child is really standing. With academic fest, I think now you need to clap. Did the child really perform well? Are you satisfied with the child's concepts which we didn't even imagine that they had learned so far? Yes, it's surprising to all of us. Even for me, it's surprising. So somehow, because see, the thing is, many of us, including me, you, we are the victims of our old education system. That's the truth. And here the thing is, we just see the process. We don't see the result. We see the process. If the child is reading morning at 6 a.m. to night 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. only then the child is really doing good in terms of academics. No, that's outdated. It's that effective teaching learning process. All that what we do in IB is effective teaching learning process. When the process is so simple for the child, so easy for the child to understand the concepts and connect the concepts, automatically he will excel without any additional burdens. So that's, see, just think of a child, he studied for one full academic year, end of the day. Or, okay, let's take, this is all in pandemic situation. During academic fest, the teacher was randomly posing, particularly grade 5. Still, UIP is much earlier, but still grade 5 if you look at. Teacher is randomly posting questions on some of the other topics of the complete syllabus. And no pre-exam preparation also. Still just think of your own child, whether they answered every question to a larger extent, which is quite surprising, right? So that is effective academic program. So that's where our IB PYP is competent on. Moving forward for the next academic year, because this academic year in terms of assessment is concerned, we are actually expected to do 3 or 4 kinds of assessments, but we had done only 2 kinds of assessment. One, the continuous paper based assessment. The second assessment being the academic fest. But the next academic year, they are going to have end-to-end all kinds of assessments. The what you call formative, right? The formative assessment, the summative assessment, they're going to have these same academic fest, portfolio presentation, and just imagine, child now they gave some speech, everyone praising. I think teachers wrote very good praises for yourself and mine too. So that's cool. So, but next academic year, all we parents are gonna sit like this only, and class-wise we are gonna do this. We are gonna pick one sheet of their complete syllabus and post a question. And I promise everyone will be able to answer every topic given, any subject, any topic, anything. So that's where IB wins. And we are gonna be a true, genuine, extremely perfect and extremely passionate about the IB program, because even right from director to the principals, everyone, we are trained in IB program, and it's not just keeping a logo there. IB is not just keeping a logo, it's not the matter of logo, it's the matter of execution. Fortunately, in spite of COVID and all, I had a very strong team this academic year. And this academic year, I have a team of 63 teachers working for me, among which almost it happened to be like many people the craziness I made for the Mumbai. So not bad. Like, is it non-local teachers? The geographical status I had increased. It's not that just being a non-local teacher is serving the purpose. It's the scrutiny what we do during our hiring process that's making them wow. The geographical location, it happens to be most of their experiences. This set of schools are mainly placed in the capital cities. That's where we are getting most of the teachers from. And just being a Maharashtrian or a Bhopal or someone from Uttar Pradesh is really competitive? No, it's not that. It's because Stork, I'm proudly saying this, I'm one of the highest salary payer in the South India. You believe it or not. Even in the pandemic situation, I paid 100% of the salary without even cutting on anything, and my team is working so hard, and again their evaluation, their assessment, we had done extreme scrutinizing in terms of not just the skill. Many schools will check on the skills and hire their teachers, but we also checked on the attitude. The basic attitude what we check is passion for teaching. Most times the pre-primary and primary teachers, many times this is all I discussed with you in person also, happens to be, it's an alternative career to kitty party or a housewife thing. Those set of people whosoever it is, either from local or non-local, we had not hired, and we are not going to hire. Someone who is interested in teaching, that's either he or she is from Warangal or from Washington, we are going to hire them. Right? So don't worry, anytime we are not going to degrade or downfall the level of teaching and learning process, and we are very particular about the whole process. Moving forward, next academic year, we are increasing our capacity to maximum 1200 capacity. We are making sure like this academic year, almost in the mid of academic year, we had closed our admissions once we reached 600 because we were ready for 600 capacity. Then after we had left few of the admissions. Moving forward, we are going to be very strict. Our intake is going to, upper intake is going to be 1200, and per section, the section ratios, we are also going to maintain a very strict section ratios. This academic year, the last academic year, it happens to be couple of, once the online mode moved to the physical mode, couple of people had been turned up, so, and there was no response from them, so we had taken admissions in their place, then after again they turned back, and things, sometimes the average class strength had went up and down. But the next academic year, it is very sorted, so we are gonna make sure that the section child ratio is being maintained appropriately for the successful execution of the program. Having said that, there were certain negative things which were on the way, which we faced this academic year. Particularly, it happened to be C. Okay, this is not to do with the teachers or anything, this is only between the parent and school management is concerned. Running a school of this sort, in terms of infra and all, yes, I do agree. But running an academic program of this sort, getting a quality human resource of this sort in a secondary city is not a cakewalk. It is not at all easy. And not just getting them here, retaining them is much more difficult than getting them here. For that, we have to make our game rules very clear. There are certain set of parents, like fortunately or unfortunately, we had noticed this academic year. A very vulgarity is being seen in their behavior with the teachers, with the female staff. End of the day, they are from north or south, it doesn't matter. They are the females. They are teachers. When some X set of unparliamentary language, because just that taking an advantage that they can't speak Telugu or they don't know Telugu. And with that, it's actually demotivating them. And eventually, let me be very honest, it's not just me as a director of the school who need to protect this school. It's we. Even I am the part of the parent community. We all, parent, you, me, everyone should protect this organization for welfare of our children. We should save our children, teachers here. We should protect them. To such vulgarity, when it is been there, tomorrow, I'm sorry to say this, tomorrow our Varangal will be seen like next, what you call, Naxale. Already it is been like, because of previous history and all, it is been seen so. Next, that is how it will be seen by the teachers community, and later on not me. Anyone sit in my role, they will not be able to get. And it all comes like, it is like, you have these areas like Bihar. See, I'm not degrading Bihar here. Bihar or Jharkhand, where there is lot of Gundaism, Naxalism, that kind of a figure is being coming to the teacher community because of such parents. So, moving forward for this academic year 2022, we are gonna outrightly, we are giving issuing the thesis to those, we are giving the notices to whoever parents who misbehave with any of the teachers, and we need to be so strict right now. Or else, eventually, I doubt, like just because of 1 or 2 or probably 10 or 15 members, the whole community is getting a bad name is not the thing what we need to move ahead. So once again I am saying, moving forward for the next academic year or even next academic years, any complaint, any issues you have, almost principals, even me as a director, I'm 100% available in campus. Anything outrightly, whether we could, sometimes we are not able to attend, like complete, you correct the issue then and there, but we are making sure we are taking the feedback and correcting as quick as possible. So any issue that's not sorted at teacher level, class teacher is there, not class teacher, program coordinator is there, not program coordinator, respect to both principals are there, not them, even I am there. Immediately we will be addressing, but please do not misbehave or use vulgarity or unparliamentary language with any not female staff, even with male staff. See our Trisha said how nice it is. She use how you will feel, right? So please do not, I'm just kidding, Tushar. So please, either male staff or female staff, they came here for a certain purpose, and end of the day, they are teachers. When we don't respect teachers, how can we expect our children to respect them? So I think let's stick on to that. And one more challenge as a director, what I personally felt this academic year is regarding the fee payments. Fee payments almost 90%, sorry, I can't say 90%, 80%. Had done really promptly, one-time payment systematically as per the due dates, because we kept everything very clear, crisp, and things very straight. 80-85% had made the payments very promptly. So that's where we could run the show. And running this show is not easy. It needs lot of finances. I need to maintain the high salaries and the complete infrastructural management, and the kind of events whatever we are doing is not easy. It all needs a lot of revenue in. So we don't expect anything here and there. All that we expect is prompt and timely fee payments. Until and unless, because say for example, like many people during the time of admission, almost here, every admission I only spoke with you. Almost 90% of you people came up with one single question. So this X school had started a school in Warangal. They initially hyped up with the same non-local teachers and that, finally they failed. Some Y school, Z school, I can't give the names of the school, and failed. Will you be able to sustain? And what's the guarantee? Is what many people had said. So I'll tell you the primary challenge here. Even I ran a school in Hyderabad, capital city. The things are much smooth, like the fee payments are much prompt, and the things we planned we will be able to see. Even a salaried class, on 1st or 10th we expect a salary and we'll plan certain things for that month or for that week. So that's how it works. Even an organization, that's how it works. But when it is coming to a secondary city, almost like we keeping on following up voice messages. That's one more irritating for you and for me also. Voice messages, our office staff being behind, then teachers being behind, and finally that came to a stage that we need to stop. Even I personally felt very bad while stopping the children. But we have no option. I need to pay the salaries. I need to maintain. I need to roll the school going on. So that's where we were facing really extreme challenges. Having said that, moving forward, even there I need to do some corrective measures, because of some 10 to 15% of the complete parents, 90% or 80% who had paid and who are being prompt or getting affected. And as I said, the other schools, why they couldn't do in secondary city, because of this untimely salary payments or whatever the reasons it is, end of the day, retaining with the revenues is getting difficult, and that's where they are diluting the whole thing. Which, under any consequences, Anup, Stork International School, we are not going to dilute, and we are going to be much more strict, much more professional, much more perfect, but we are also going to correct wherever we are supposed to be corrected. So in terms of fee structures, next academic year we had came up with 3 options. One is one-time payment, which is anyways there. Second one, terms. Now even CBSE had moved from 3 terms to 2 terms academically. So even fee wise, we had made our fee structures move to only 2 terms. So our these follow-ups can be reduced. And we also came up with other option. We tied up with this non-banking financial services fee monk. So they were giving 0% EMI, 0% interest EMI, who have this financial sudden cash flow, particularly the ones with the 2 children or 3 children. Financially, it becomes a burden for them. For them, in 9 months EMI, 9 months with 0% interest, they are giving the financing. So even that option we had come up. So even there we are going to be very clear. And next academic year, right from day 0, because last academic year we've been generous, and end of the day that actually came at the stake of the organization and at a burden of the organization. Just to correct and to make sure the same level of quality, to sustain the same level of quality, next academic year, by almost now June 3rd, the fees, fee collection, everything will be done. Whoever had paid and renewal, because previously we had a system of transfer certificate. With that, wherever they go, some of the other they are tied up with this school. But now we don't have transfer certificate system. It just happened to be like a coaching center. Today someone can come and tomorrow they can walk out. So that's the problem. People come, they use till April, March, like this one of the, I can't say the name of the parent, they have 3 children. It's almost nearly, they used all the services, include fee, this thing, every time they used to come up with one or the other excuses. Finally, nearly 3 lakhs. Only one parent I am saying. Total last year, our burden, whatever organization, overhead burden. With this, the kid came till last. We also couldn't say anything, but the goodness is taken for granted. Almost 37 lakhs 70,000 has been burden on the organization, which is a huge money. And if that would have been there, I could have done much more better. But fortunately, with the support of my parents, somehow from that organization to this organization, the financial movement and all, we could keep the things rolling out. So next academic year, we are not going to do that. Right at the beginning of the academic year, we are going to make sure everything is corrected, and we are going to collect properly, do the service properly, perfectly, not properly, perfectly. So that's about the fee structures and anything. Now for the IB grade 5 children, EYP children, so there's no issue at all in terms of what next. So their route is pretty clear. But when we talk about the grade 5 parents, like now already Anup had gave you a lot of confusion, Cambridge or CBSE. Previously our life was very simple. Now the confusion became even more. Now 2 international program, 1 national program. Initially it was at least international versus national. Now we have IB, MYP, Cambridge and CBSE, 3 options to choose. So here Sonal ma'am had already given a very detailed information about the program. So again we will have a separate webinar or a Zoom meet with only grade 5 parents, because this is not the right time and it takes quite a lot of time to discuss on what next, which program to choose. But like just to keep a single word and close on this, all 3 programs we are gonna run properly, perfectly, and as per the board requirements and as per the board expectations. And among which the strength, particularly for IB, MYP, happened to be our first batch. It's gonna come to the first batch, and it's again been a flagship program of everything and a very challenging program. Running MYP is not at all easy. PYP itself is difficult, MYP is like much more difficult. So still we had taken a risk here, because like as a director, if I talk about my journey, I'm really happy, more than not with the numbers, but I could retain certain people who are moving for Hyderabad for a better quality education of international boards or international education and high quality education. I'm retaining them back. So that's what I feel really satisfied at the end of the day running this school. So IB, MYP, we are gonna take for only 6th grade. We planned for 6th and 7th, but it's getting little, it's not suitable, it's not suiting to our 6th graders who are moving to 7th graders. So right now, we are restricting to only IP6 because it's an initial grade. So we still have some cushion there. So there our intake is only gonna be maximum 15 children for that section. Whereas our Cambridge class will have 25 and CBSE will have 36. And the detailed information of these 3 programs and everything I'll discuss with you further. So I think enough of Gyan I give, and already a lot of papers are, faces seems to look very tired. Thank you very much each and everyone. So back home, let's not say I used as well, why are you standing like that in the dance, or why are you feeling shy and all. So that's absolutely natural, and they just came for this school hardly for 3 to 4 months. We need to understand that. And I personally, I gave my first speech during my +2, like intermediate SVS Junior College for Boys, during freshers when I am 2nd year. That too, freshers, I organized freshers party for our first years. I'm hostel semi-residential. So that time, that is when I'm in 12th grade, I gave my first speech. And I was much more afraid than all these kids. I prepared for almost 1 month, and within like it's a 7 to 10 minute speech, I finished off in only 1 minute. Finished. And so now these kids had done much more better job than expected, and of course there will be some stage fear and all, even that will be sorted. By next year they will be much more sorted. So going back home, whatever it is, please do not instill fear or instill that kind of an inferiority in them. Whatever they did, they trial. For their try, we need to appreciate. So please do appreciate And by next year, we promise from Skillstock as a director and as a Skillstock team, we promise we are going to give the best for your children. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to call upon Master Aryan from PP to Little Stars and Miss Liba from IB PYP 5 to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to begin with a big thank you to all the members of the management for having faith in us. Thank you to all the teachers for having patience in us and by bringing the best out of us. And most, how can I forget our nannies? Thank you for helping us unconditionally. And most importantly, to all our dear parents for being present here today. To all my graduating PP2 classmates for their performance of the day. Before I file off, a big shout out to all my graduating PP2 classmates. We'll miss you, pre-primary. And first grade, here we come.
Good evening all. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose the vote of thanks on this special day on behalf of the learners of grade 5. First and foremost, I extend my gratitude to our director, Mr. Anu Berapelli, for gracing this occasion and adding charm to the convocation of grade 5. An extraordinary thank you to our support to us. Let it be today or always. Our parents are very special and their support means the world to us. We also like to thank our principal, Ms. Sonam, for guiding us every single day. Our PYP coordinator, Ms. Dolly Majitia, for leading us throughout our PYP journey. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Tushar, for putting in extra efforts and molding us for what we are today. Lastly, I would like to thank our teaching and not teaching staffs for all their support. Thank you all once again.
Thank you so much, everyone. So, just a simple question, what is the most difficult word in English? Goodbye, yes. Perfect. So, all the parents, you have been very, very supportive this year and we request you to be the same next year and we are looking forward to your cooperation. Many things are changing for our kids now as they are having a big transition now from EYP to PYP and PYP to MYP. And this transition is going to be difficult for them, but we request you to be patient with the kids, with the teachers and with the school. Let's join hands to make transition easy for them. And I would like you to note that we have our orientation day on 4th of April and mini break commences from tomorrow, that is from 1st April 2022 to 7th April 2022 and school will reopen on 7th April for the new academic session. Now
This will be available because it's a memory for your child and this thing. The class teachers also will be available. They'll just hand over their children and they will be available with you. Thank you.
You can take it.
अच्छा अच्छा ओके पैक इट अप